adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands. We'll take the dog and then the human. The fun will never end. It's adventure time.
Alright, so after a long 2.5 month holiday, and an even longer 4.5 month gap between the last video, I'm finally back with the Marceline base. And picking up where we left off, I've had this recording done for quite a long time. I was originally going to voice over it before I went on holiday, but I didn't end up getting around to it, so this is quite old footage. Like, this is half a year ago, basically. Recent footage is going to be much quicker to come out now, because I'm actually working on it actively rather than having this in the bank. So yeah, anyway, starting this off, we're making a template with MDF and, as you can see, carbon paper now. Just to correct the shape of the body, because last time it was quite horrendous how it ended up going, because we kind of freehanded it, and that was a bad idea. Never do that. Actually take your measurements properly and use a template, draw everything out, and it's a lot better. So as you can see, that is the template drawn. I just used the carbon paper and basically flipped it so we got a perfectly mirrored thing. Used the compass to draw the circles, and it worked quite well, all the arcs here realistically. Cut it out using a saw with the help from my father, and sanded it down as well. Filed it down and then sanded it down so it was nice and smooth in the right shape. We rigged up our own routing table here, which was kind of funny, using the rest of the MDF, put a hole in it, and it seemed to work out because we didn't have one. This is the final shape of the base, the general shape rather than just the angles and the edges, which we're going to cut out or sand down. I did with a sanding board after, and yeah, it's going quite well. This is a pre-built. We're quite picking up the pace in this video compared to the last one, but yeah, this is a pre-built neck because I don't know how to build a neck. I mean, I know how, but it would end up quite horrendous, so we decided against it for this first base project. And like, apparently this brand, despite being somewhat cheap, is quite decent, so we decided to go with it and focus our work on the body, which is obviously the more iconic part. Coming back to the template here, we've drawn our spots that our pickups and our pickup guards are going to fit in. Are they pickup guards? Whatever, the shell that goes around the actual pickup itself. And the bridge, and we've marked those down, as you can see. So they're slightly different sizes actually, the pickup guards. So they are slightly different on the template as well, which was something I was lucky to catch, because that could have caused some problems down the line. Wouldn't have been great if we made both of them small and then the other one just didn't fit at all. Anyway, as you can see, we've used the compass again to draw an arc around the side, which was to line up exactly where our pickups would be. Not our pickups, our tone knobs, our potentiometers, if you will. And that was the back. This is the front. So the back has got a pocket routed out for the wiring and the cables and the pots and whatnot. Here we are with our headstock again. I've drawn out the lines. So as you can see, I've taken the lines from the nut. They're actually not all evenly spaced. And I'll tell you why I did this. I used essentially a set of calipers to measure the diameter of that and how far away it was. And then I also took into account string diameter, because you want them to all be lined up straight. I don't think it's a super big deal, but I thought it would be nicer if the strings were all lined up perfectly, and it ends up turning out well, as you'll see at some point in the future. Now, this is the complete routed out body. We have the pickup pockets, we have our neck pocket in, and if we look to the back, that is the pocket where our electronics is going to be sitting, with all of the routed out sections, the route for the cables to go through. Yeah. Back to the headstock. Very nice. Anyway, we had some blow through, so basically put some glue, fixed it up a little bit, worked out perfectly fine, and yeah, it was quite nice. This neck sits quite nicely in the pocket. We got quite a flush kind of thing going. Took a while because it was a little funky at the start. We had to fill it a bit and then sand it down. But yeah, this is our final shape of the body, which we'll be working on to get nice and smooth, nice and primed, nice and filled, so it's a consistent texture, consistent surface for painting in the next video, which will be out quite shortly because I'm painting it as we speak. We are going to be getting onto the coats, and we need to get it done fast, so these things are going to be flying out the window because PAX is in, at the moment, less than 3 weeks, which is very, very soon, so hopefully we'll get it done. If you want to follow, if you want to subscribe, depending on your platform, the next video will be out very shortly. So see you in the next one, guys. Peace.